This video was recorded with the AverMedia Live Gamer Portable. Skip it up and that up! What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Rich of Review Tech USA, and he's just like his daddy. And just like me. Before I talk about the no DRM thing with the PS4, today's shout out goes to SuperGamer172. I'll have a link to his channel below in the description. A billion people sent me something about the PS4 and no DRM, a bunch of links, but he was like one of the first ones over the weekend. So huge shout out to you, dude. Thank you very much for making me aware of this, and now I'm going to talk about it. So everyone is excited. The PS4, PlayStation 4 games are not going to have DRM. Wrong. Sony's not going to require developers and publishers to have some kind of DRM. They're not going to do the whole crazy used games thing. If Sony's, hey, you know, it's up to the publisher what they want to do. But if you want to just have a regular standard game, you could trade it in, and the rest of it's up to the publisher. We don't care if they do a standard disc where you could just, you know, trade it in and sell it to someone else. If they want to do the DRM, they can. Here's exactly what they said. At a roundtable this morning, Sony's Game Studios chief, Shuhei Yoshida, I think I said that right, told reporters that any requirement for users to register a game online in order to play it would be left to game publishers. Sony won't require that. Now, people are getting very excited about this. They think that all the games are not going to have DRM. Let me bring you back down to planet Earth, okay? Do you really think, like, say Destiny comes out, you know, the Bungie game that's being developed right now, it's going to come out obviously for the PS4 and Xbox One. Do you think that the PS4 version is just not going to have DRM and the Xbox One version is? No, they're both going to have it. They're both going to have it. Do you think Sony's going to, like, you know, stand up for you and say, we don't want that game on our console because you want DRM? No. So the thing is, okay, yeah, great. Sony's not going to require any of this stuff. Beautiful, so on and so forth, but if the game's going to have DRM on the Xbox One, it's going to have DRM on the PS4. I hate to break it to you, I wouldn't be too excited about this. But there's some other good news, though. It's not all bad news. Let's clear up some other things about the PS4. There's 4 different bullet points here. The PlayStation 4 can play games offline without having to be online. This was clarified the day of the PS4 reveal back on February 20th. Sony will not have any mandatory DRM for used games, which I just said. You can buy, play, trade used games in the PlayStation 4 just as usual. No additional registration fees, paywalls, or internet registration required. Yeah, by Sony. Remember that, by Sony. Number 3, if you so choose, you can play games from the disc, which that's awesome. Download them from the digital store, which you can already do now with the PS3, or remote load them. Sony doesn't mandate any method over the other for multi-format titles. And number 4, just for extra clarification, for PlayStation 4 does not and will not require a constant, always online internet connection. Beautiful. So look, I'm glad that Sony's not going to go through the whole rigmarole where they're going to have like a database, so when you trade in a game, GameStop's going to have to take the game off the database and pull it off your hard drive like Microsoft is saying they're going to do. Great. You know, they're leaving it all up to the publisher, but just, you got to keep it real, man. You got to be down to earth with this. If there's a huge third-party game coming out for both the PS4 and Xbox One, and it has DRM, it's going to have DRM on both platforms. It's not just going to have DRM on one platform, and the PS4 is going to be exempt from having the digital rights management. I mean, it's just the way it is. It's business. It's just not going to happen, and I hate disappointing people. I know a lot of people are, you know, misreading these articles and thinking, yeah, like all the games are going to be DRM free. That's just not the way it's going to be. If a game has DRM on one platform, it's going to have DRM on another. I hate to break it to you. So anyway, folks, make sure to rate, comment, favorite, and subscribe. And if you have an interesting news story you would like me to discuss, private message me with a link via YouTube. And if I use your news article, I will give you a shout out in the video and feature your YouTube channel in the description. Have a good one.